Welcome to another edition of Rogues Gallery, where we count down the best of the worst villains according to your votes. This week, we're looking at the most dangerous and destructive forces in the Marvel Universe on a cosmic scale. And just missing out on the top 10 were the Super Skrull, Korvac, and Ego the Living Planet. Let's start the countdown. Number 10, Supreme Intelligence. The Supreme Intelligence is the leader of the Kree people and was created by combining the minds of the greatest Kree thinkers into one Gestalt being. It is seen not only as a leader of the Kree, but as a religious figure, with many worshipping their Supremor. It oversees the deployment of the Accusers, the Kree's most dangerous law enforcement agents. Number 9, the Brood. The Brood are an alien hive mind who focus on reproduction through forced implantation of their eggs into already living beings, a process which kills the host. The Brood are loyal only to their Brood Queen, which can communicate with the Brood over vast distances of space and instruct them on where to travel to spread their young. Number 8, Magus. Magus represents all the evil that lurks within Adam Warlock, who was created to be the perfect specimen of man and first appeared as a future version of Warlock as figurehead for the Church of Universal Truth. Later versions of Magus have been a separate entity representing evil that has been expunged from the hero or as a space-time aberration. Number 7, the Beyonder. The Beyonder is an extremely powerful force in the universe, capable of manipulating reality on a whim, and became obsessed with Earth and the superpowered individuals which inhabit it. It brought heroes and villains to Battleworld to prove their superiority, and later traveled to Earth to take human form as it tried to understand mortality. Number 6, the Skrulls. The Skrulls are shape-shifting aliens who seek galactic conquest and are rivals to the Kree. After a prophecy dictated Earth would become the new Skrull homeworld, Queen Varenke seeded shape-shifting spies throughout the planet as part of a secret invasion. But the Skrulls' plans were exposed, and they were driven off-world by the combined forces of Earth's heroes and villains. Number 5, the Phoenix Force. The Phoenix Force is a cosmic entity representing life and fire incarnate, and is in equal parts both destructive and regenerative. It first encountered the X-Men when it took the form of Jean Grey after the team believed her to be dead. Although the Phoenix Force was corrupted and became Dark Phoenix, wiping out a sun and neighboring planet in anger. Celestials. The Celestials are cosmic judges who visit planets in thousand-year cycles to meddle with the genetics of its populace and determine if the life found there is worthy of continued existence. They are responsible for the creation of both the Eternals and the Deviants on Earth, and upon returning to judge the planet were driven away by Odin and the Asgardians. Number 3, Annihilus. Known as the living death that walks, Annihilus inhabits the Negative Zone, an alternate universe made up of antimatter, and he uses an item called the Cosmic Control Rod, which gives him his power and makes him its ruler. He seeks to expand the Negative Zone into the positive matter universe, and his main goal is to breach the barrier separating the two. The Fantastic Four first encountered Annihilus when they crossed through the Negative Zone, seeking antiparticles to treat the Invisible Woman's pregnancy. They were able to steal the Cosmic Control Rod from Annihilus long enough to siphon its power before returning it to him. Annihilus invaded the positive matter universe with a horde of bugs called the Annihilation Wave, which tore through the galaxy and threatened all life in the universe. It was thanks to plucky heroes like Nova and Star-Lord that Annihilus was defeated, but the tyrant was later reborn as a child, only to try again. Number 2, Galactus. In the previous incarnation of the universe, a man named Galen was part of a team of astronauts who crossed through the Big Crunch as their universe ended and a new one began. In this new universe, Galen was transformed into Galactus and immediately devoured the world of Arcopia to sate his hunger. Galactus soon learned his hunger was never-ending and set about traveling the universe, devouring planets to try and stave off his need to feast. Along with his Herald the Silver Surfer, he discovered the planet Earth, but was driven away thanks to the resourcefulness of the Fantastic Four and the betrayal of the Surfer. Galactus is less of a villain and more of a cosmic constant, and on numerous occasions the universe has shown to be worse off for his absence. It was later discovered that the Galactus form was a corruption of the intended transformation, and thanks to the Ultimates, he was able to assume his true role as the Lifebringer, seeding Arcopia with new life as his first act of true good. And number 1, Vanos. Vanos was born on Saturn's moon Titan, and though an Eternal, he possessed the deviant gene which gave him his trademark appearance and set him apart from his peers. As he grew up, he became obsessed with nihilism and death, so much so that he fell in love with the physical manifestation of the concept. Thanos' main goal in life is to impress his one true love, by killing as many people in one act as possible. While initially he sought the Cosmic Cube, he later learned of an even more powerful artifact, the Infinity Gauntlet. With the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos was able to control all of reality and wiped out 50% of the universe's population with a thought, but was eventually defeated after his consciousness expanded beyond the point of his physical body and the gauntlet was removed. After spending time in the voids between worlds, Thanos' obsession with death morphed and evolved into true nihilism and an obsession with absolute nothingness. Now, he no longer seeks to impress or court death, he strives to return to the void and take everyone and everything with him. That's it for this week's Rogues Gallery. Make sure to keep an eye on ComicsAlliance.com for your chance to vote in the current polls.